Tobago to let you know what Christmas is like in Tobago, and we're going to be doing another unboxing. Don't mind the cars passing in the back. Gonna be a little bit, a little noisy because it's the midday hour and they'll be rushing to get their food and all these different things. But yeah, we're doing Vlogmas. So what is Vlogmas? Vlogmas is where I come to you live for the next maybe 10 or so days. And we're going to be talking about Christmas themed topics. Truth be told, I am not a Christmas person. I have been known to be a Grinch, and I'm just not into Christmas. But that doesn't stop me from talking about Christmas things. Yesterday, I had a fun special guest on, my cousin, and she talked a little bit about her Christmas growing up in Tobago. So I thought it would be interesting if I told you a little bit about what Tobago Christmas is like, and also did an unboxing. All right. So if you see me looking in two places, know that I am live on Instagram, and I'm also live on YouTube. If you are not subscribed yet to my channel on Instagram, on Instagram and on YouTube. If you're not subscribed on my channel on YouTube, what are you waiting for? I mean, seriously, what are you waiting on? Make sure you like the video, comment, I subscribe, so that I could give you a nice warm Tobago welcome like my mother taught me how to do, right? And if you're on Instagram and you're not following me yet, or you haven't, followed this page yet, like really, serious, what are you doing with your life? You need to get your life, right? Okay. All right. So here is Ishmam, how are you doing? I will message you after, right? Okay. So yeah. So guys, as you can see, it's already open, right? It's already open. That's not my fault, right? That's so when my mother see packages, she's like, let me rip it open, and it's not my fault. Not my fault. How? So I already know what is in this package, but you don't already know what's in this package. So let's see what's in this package together. Okay. All right. Woo! Yes. So let me put this before it blow away. We cannot be littering Tobago. Keep Tobago clean, green, safe, and serene. All right. So yeah, it is a coldest water bottle. It is the 32-ounce water bottle. You all know that I am on a journey to get to 145 pounds. And on that journey, I will require water. All right. And so because I can't be, okay. So here's the thing, right? I only drink Evian water, right? Or Tobago water. Yes, there's a water company and it's called Tobago water, and that's the only two waters I drink. My preference is for Evian, and if I can't have Evian, I would drink Tobago water. But because of the quantities, right? Because of the quantities that have been, that I need to drink it in, I try to drink at least 8 of the bottles, 8 of the 16.9 ounce bottles per day. Of course, it's getting really expensive, right? So I've decided to boil my water. I spoke to Wassa, right? Yes, I spoke to Wassa to make sure that the water is drinkable, right? So the water is potable, but is it drinkable? And so I found that out. It is drinkable. So I'm just going to boil the water, put a little lemon in there, and call that George. Maybe some chia seeds. You know what chia seeds is? Maybe someday I'll do the whole thing for you and you'll see. But I think I did it in my birthday video. You would see, how I do my water. But I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do now is put it in the coldest water bottle. Now, I know that you all have been seeing these a lot online, all right? You've seen a lot of influencers with them. So the idea is that it's supposed to keep your water cold for like some ridiculous amount of time, like 36 hours or some madness like this. Personally, I do not like cold water. Actually, I abhor cold water. However, when you are on a weight loss journey, the internal temperature in your body is quite warm. And so cold water acts kind of like a shock to the system. and your metabolism gets much faster to heat up the water, or at least bring the water down to the temperature of the body. So I am going to try my best to start drinking more cold water. Really can't make many promises there because I really abhor cold water. I think it's a horrible idea. I want the water to come, room temperature is my favorite. Room temperature, anything. I know we're not even talking about Christmas, but I just telling y'all, room temperature water is my favorite. And I am going to be trying to drink more cold water, right? So yeah, so this is the 32-ounce one. So now I'm just gonna drink 4 of these a day instead of drinking 8 bottles of water. And then of course, having this is much better on the environment because this is a one-time creation here, whereas the plastic bottles, probably going to end up in our oceans. You all know, yes. I am one of those people who think about the earth and think about my impact on the earth when I do these things. So it's a one-time deal, and then hopefully this lasts me forever. So y'all should be seeing me appearing in all my videos and all my lives y'all should ask me, where is your cold water, Devon? Where is your water? Right? So this is the coldest water bottle, 32 ounce. And so I got this to start drinking more water. Woo, yeah. See how it looks inside, see? Yeah. So yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Christmas in Tobago now. Okay. Christmas in Tobago. Now, as I said, not a big fan of Christmas. However, I have had wonderful Christmases because my dad he's not into Christmas like that, but he's into kids having good Christmases. And so I always had a really good Christmas. And I told you all yesterday about the bamboo Christmas tree. The thing about Tobago though at Christmas time is that the beaches are not very good. So the seas are a bit rough. So people don't go to the beach a lot during Christmas time on the island of Tobago. However, there's a lot of things going on. So you'll usually have a lot of what you call night markets or Christmas markets. Also, there's a lot of kite flying because there's a lot of wind, and so there's a lot of kite flying. Like a lot of people in other parts of the Caribbean would say, "Oh, Easter for kite flying." Easter ain't about kite flying in Tobago. Christmas is a kite flying time in Tobago, so you see a lot of kites around. And actually, the first date that my husband took me on, it was around Christmas time. It's actually around New Year's, and he took me to fly a kite. So, it always like a kite, and he bought the kite, and I was just like, oh my God. And then, oh my God, Ollie, listen to this. And then we tear up one of my mother's sheets, right? Is there anything about kite flying? Is there anything about kite flying in Tobago, right? So you have to find your, what you call the tail of the kite, right? And usually it's like an old sheet that you have to find, right? So you tear up one of my mother's sheets, make the tail of this kite, and went to fly the kite. But yeah, so for Christmas time, you'll see a lot of kites in the air. A lot of there's a type of kite called mad bull, which it dips and it creates a lot of noise, right? A very noisy kite. So like you'll be sleeping and you just hear because there is a mad bull somewhere up in the air, and it's just flying. They used to have the Tobago kite flying competition. I don't know if they still have it. I haven't heard of them having it probably for a while. But but that was a lot of fun. Because you would see people with the largest kites, people with the most colorful kites. It was really, and these are handmade kites. Is there nothing you go buy in no store, no toy store, nothing? People make there something and go on to fly, right? There's a little kite that people make, you kind of call it a chicky chong, right? It's like a little thing that they try to put together with paper, like notebook paper. When I was small, that's what we used to try to make a kite out of notebook paper. And, yeah, that never used to work out too well, but we tried, and that was the most important thing. The other thing about Christmas in Tobago is that you'll find pockets of very well decorated or well lit homes. So sometimes like down closer to the airport, there's a development in there that you'll see a lot of people put up lights and decorations. And I love to kind of drive around and see those houses. There's one house in particular in Lowlands that is just fabulous. I mean, if Christmas was a house, this is the house that you're probably talking about, right? Hey, Tie-Dye Station, so you're doing Casey's Creations, what's up, right? So yeah, if Christmas was a house, this is the house, right? Everything like Santa's, Christmas. I mean, they go all out. Last year, I was fortunate enough to meet the owner or one of the owners. I guess the owner of the house, and he was like, they absolutely love Christmas, and it is something they look forward to, and the entire house is just wow. So I'll try to see if I can get it. I think he did it again this year. So I'll try to get a picture of it for you guys so you could see. I'm probably put it up in my stories when I take the boys to see this house. This is as much Christmas decorations as they're probably going to see because their mama is not into Christmas. And, you know, I don't know. And yeah, that's a whole other story for a whole different time. But, the other thing is that the Botanic Gardens is usually lit up. Now, Tobago kind of has two Botanic Gardens, kind of, right? So we have one in Scarborough, but then we have another smaller kind of botanical garden experience in Louisville, right? And they sometimes light up as well. I don't know if they're going to be lighting this year, but they've lit up in the past. But the one last night, I passed by the one at the Botanical Gardens, and it was magical. Like they outdid themselves this year because they said, 2020, we need to get some Christmas spirit. So that is what they did. The other thing about Christmas in Tobago is bussing bamboo. This is like a rite of passage, right? Many Tobagonians, especially Tobagonian boys, have their entire eyebrows basically ripped off, peeled off of their eye for what you call bussing bamboo, right? So it's like they light the bamboo and then like you kind of have to blow into it and it makes a crazy, like a explosive sound at the other end. And it's something that you hear a lot. I mean, definitely you hear it closer to New Year's, but it is definitely a thing that young boys, like I said, you have to go in the forest and get your bamboo and come down the road with your bamboo, and it's like a whole thing. It's a very much a rite of passage. And young small boys, especially if you're in like Charlottesville or like the country, you'll see it a lot there. There's like when I was younger, when I like a teenager, Christmas in Tobago was kind of all about Boxing Night, right? Boxing Night was like the thing, especially when you're a teenager and you're going to little parties and things. Boxing Night party was the jam, right? So people used to Christmas Eve was thing, Christmas Day you may visit one and two people, but you see Boxing Night, that was the time. Hey Shelly Belly, how you doing? Right? So that was the thing. Like, oh, we gotta, that was like, ooh, okay. So yeah, more as a teenager. And then now a lot of people getting into the shopping vibes, which is probably what turns me off about Christmas, because it's just like, I may be a purist, okay, or a traditionalist, but I'm just like, let's keep the Tobago-ness in Tobago Christmas, shall we? And I just feel like it's evolving into this. We have to get a present and you have to get a gift for this one and a gift for that one. And not that I didn't do that too, or wasn't doing that as well. But I just feel like, let's keep it pure. We don't need gift giving, okay. But, let's keep it pure. And also on Christmas Eve, a lot of people go to church, right? And as well as on Old Year's Night, right? Going to church on Old Year's Night is a big, big thing, being at church as the bell rings at midnight, it's like, well, midnight here and then midnight in other parts of the world. So usually because of the clock, the timing change, right? What do you call that again? Daylight saving time, because of the change. So we get everything an hour after, right? So when I say we get everything an hour after on the television. So if you're at home and you didn't go to church, right, you don't see the ball drop in Times Square until 1 o'clock in the morning here, where it would be midnight probably in New York, right? So yeah. So those are the kinds of things. There is a lot of hustle and bustle because there's a lot of cleaning going on at Christmas. In fact, today is bulk day here, like in my area. And so a lot of people have put out all their old, stuff that they want to get rid of to welcome in the freshness of the new year. So you've seen a lot of people painting and a lot of people cobwebbing, which all bane of my existence is cobwebbing. Ew. But but and you'll see there's a broom in the corner, right? So a lot of cleaning, a lot of getting rid of the old, bringing in the new kind of vibes. And, so that is what you're going to see coming down close. So you're seeing a lot of people with like all the cushions outside, like every, them mattresses, they're cleaning it out, they're sunning it out and that kind of thing to let the freshness of the new year come through. All right, Ale, I don't want to take up all the time. I know I have to go back to work. So letting you all know that if you're checking me out on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, okay? Help us sister out. Let me know that you're liking this content. If you're checking me out on Instagram, make sure you're following this page. I mean, why not, right? If you're looking for Caribbean mom-wife life, right? If you're looking for a mom of boyness, right? If you're looking for a CEO on her entrepreneurship journey, this is the place to be, okay? Hang out with this Tobago gal. All right, people, enjoy. If you're checking on YouTube, make sure you stay tuned for the next video. And if